Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of my Mascara Creal products. I have her concealer, her bronzer, her blush, and her highlighter that I'm going to put on my face. So if you want to see what they look like, just keep on watching. So lately I've been feeling very dry. I have dry to normal skin, or normal to dry skin, but lately I've just been feeling more dry and I'm not really sure why that is. So I've been kind of craving like a more dewy kind of finish on my makeup because everything's been looking very powdery and just dry, for lack of better words. So even with setting sprays, I just can't seem to get like my skin to look as juicy and plump as it looks as when I, do my skincare. So I've got my skincare on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So to start, I'm actually going to go ahead and look at my mirror right here, and I'm gonna put on my Kosas color corrector. I have the shade Illusion. It's the best one that I've tried. I also like the what is it, Charlotte Tilbury one in shade 2 medium, but I like the Kosas one. It looks more hydrating under the eyes. So I'm just going to tap that under the eyes, and just to cancel out some of the discoloration right there. I don't have like a ton, but let's do that like that. Okay, cool. And as my base, I always have to use an eye cream, otherwise my under eyes will look dry and textured. So the eye cream that I use is the Kiehls Avocado cream. That one's the only one that I found that actually works with makeup. It doesn't make it pill. But if you have any other recommendations for eye creams on makeup, please let me know, because I'm always interested in getting something different. All right, so I have shade 3 and 3.25. I'll show you the difference here. 3 is a little bit more cool, and 3.25 has more gold and warm in it. And obviously I got 3 before the shade expansion, and 3.25 is the shade expansion. So that's what it looks like there. Oh, there you go. We've got the peachy one, which is 3, and then the golden sort of neutral, that's not neutral. The golden warm one is 3.25. So I just mixed them together because I have both, but I think if I was to repurchase, I would probably only just get the shade 325. So I mix them together, and I've been wearing this as foundation all over the face. See, I have redness on my face here, and it covers up quite a bit of that while still making my skin look natural. I think some of it dried, so I'm gonna get some more. And Mascara Creal has a toner, hyaluronic acid toner. It looks really nice, but to be honest, I just don't want to buy another toner. I've been using this Bioma toner. I'm almost finished with this, so I'm like, let me just put 1 drop of that, just 1 drop, mix it together, and put it on. It just kind of helps the product spread, but I just don't think you need everything from one person's line to work together. Like if you already have a toner that you like, just use that. All right, so that's what the face is looking like. And I have a lot of redness, I would say, is my main issue, and I have hyperpigmentation that I don't care if it's not like super covered up, but I would like to cover it as much as I can. So that's what it looks like. And I think I'm one of the few people that still use a sponge. I have to go in with a sponge. I have to. And yes, I know that it picks up some of the product, but I feel like it just looks better and more natural and juicy and plump, and I just kind of prefer that. So that's what that looks like. So I do think I need to add more coverage. So I have more redness like down here. As you can see, it's peeking through. So when you do it this way, you're not going to get like full-blown coverage. It's going to look more skin-like, which I do like, but just right here and a little bit on the cheeks is where I want the coverage. And I forgot. So I could use a Mascara Creal under the eyes. It's just that it creases a lot under the eyes for some reason on me. I know a lot of people like it, but it's not my favorite. So I'm just going to go in with the Kosas, which also creases, but maybe a little less. And less is more. People on the internet, they always like to add so much product to their face. And I always wonder, does that look good in real life? Because on me, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. So I try not to add too much of anything. I don't like heavy makeup, and I don't like when my makeup feels heavy on the face. I don't like the feeling of tackiness or anything like that. So the Kosas is nice. I just purchased it recently, repurchased it recently after being kind of distracted by other products, and I do like it for dry under eyes because it doesn't look dry. Okay, all right, here we go. So now I feel really nice and canceled out. All right, cool. And then I have OCD, so I'm just kidding, I don't have OCD, but I feel like I do. I just want to go over with this match one more time. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. Bronzer next. Let me show you. I have shade 2 of the bronzer. Shade 2. There you go. And let me swatch that shade, or actually I'll show you the shade really up close and personal. Okay, it's more cool toned, and in my opinion it's the same shade as shade 2 in Westman Atelier's sun bronzing drops. So that's what that looks like. Hopefully that's focusing. Okay, that's shade 2. And the only other product that I have that's similar is the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. This is my skin enhancer in shade light medium, and I'm gonna swatch it next to it. And the Mario one is more sheer, and it's more this is the Sour Creal. It's more brown and red with red undertones, but the Mario is more neutral and sheer by comparison. Formula wise, they're similar when they start, but I feel like the Mario one stays tacky on my face and I have to set it with powder, versus the Sour Creal seems to dry down to a natural finish, which I kind of prefer. And the Sour Creal shade looks more visible upon when you first put it on, but also more natural, because I naturally would bronze with this color than a warmer color. All right, so let me just get started. So when you first put it on, I'm going to show you like that. It's a lot of pigment. Let me blend that out, but it blends out really, really nicely. I like to put it everywhere. And actually ended up buying this because I really like the Westman Atelier sun bronzing drops, but I don't really like liquids and drop format. I'm too lazy for that. I'm a mom of 2 very, very young kids, and I just don't want to deal with drops, and you know. And with that one, I had to be a little bit more careful with application because it would get away from me a lot faster. Versus with this one, I could just kind of slap it on and it will look good. So I do really enjoy this product for that reason. I know like Sour Creal's marketed towards like older people. I am in my mid-30s, so I'm not by no means young still, but the ease of use and the kind of like that juicy plump looks that it gives the face is perfect for me. Okay, cool. So that's what that looks like. Yeah, that's good. In person, I think it looks better. All right, cool. And then maybe a little bit on the nose. Why not? People do that still, right? All right, next thing, let's do the, oh yeah, I want to set my under eyes. If anybody has any hacks for the under eye setting that isn't powder, let me know. So right now I've been using the Huda Beauty powder in the Sugar Cookie shade, which is literally just a white shade. And you might wonder, why don't I use one with pigment? Again, I have dry under eyes, and I also have texture under my eyes. I wonder if I could show you guys. And I've never seen anybody else with this. I wonder if it will show on camera. Do you see that texture? Do you see that texture under the eyes and the pores? It's hard to catch on camera, but anyway, no matter what product I use, it seems to accentuate that texture under the eyes. And it's not milia or anything like that. It actually just looks like pores under the eyes. But some people have it and some people don't, and I have it. And so a lot of times like baking and stuff, I can't do that. I can't do any kind of baking. I can't put a lot of product under my eyes. It will look terrible. So I struggle with finding the right products, and that's what I've been using. So if you have any other recommendations for something like texture right under the eyes, but it'll still set the concealer, let me know. All right, cool. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go in with a little bit of a setting powder. Even though I have dry skin, I just have to set it. I don't like a super tacky feel on my face. Not that this is tacky, but I just feel better doing this. So I'm going to use the Say Stay powder in translucent too, and it's literally a translucent shade. It doesn't really show any color. Like if I swatch it, you won't be able to see much of it. It's like next to here and you can barely see it. So, you know, it doesn't really show up on the face, but it sets the makeup without making it look powdery, which I've been really liking. Before I was using the Kosas loose powder in the buttery shade, and I do like that one too. But it's messy again. It's like, it's not fast, you know, especially when I'm in a hurry and I just want to put something on. Like, I don't want to deal necessarily with loose powders. And it's too much. Okay, it's too much. I just want less is more for me. Okay, moving on to Just Like Paradise blush in shade, where is it? Here it is. Not Just Like Paradise, I'm sorry. Coming in Hot. Blurring Pressed Mousse Blush in the shade Sunshine. So it comes in this component, and like that, and then you get this, oops, right there is the shade Sunshine. It's kind of, it looks like a pinky orange color, but it's very neutral, which I like. The color, okay, it's hard to tell in this lighting. It looks a little bit more warm on the lighting, but in person I feel like it looks like a really nice neutral everyday pink shade. But maybe I'm like the worst to describe colors, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Brush. I use my BK Beauty Blush Brush 109 going in, and I just kind of bounce it on right there, under the eyes. Why not? And then other side. And I just wanted something easy, like her skin. My skin just looks like this kind of a thing today because I'm going to the doctor's and I want to, there you go. Looks really warm on camera, but in person it looks really natural. It's kind of hard to capture. All right, cool beans. So that's the blush, and I'll show everything in natural light when I'm finished, so that you can get a good idea of what it looks like. But so far it looks really good. Oops, I have a hair on my face. Okay, lastly, we're gonna go in with the highlighter. That's not the highlighter. I keep grabbing the bronzer, my bad. All right, the highlighter, today's highlight, This Just In. Okay, This Just In, this is what it looks like. It's like a golden champagne. I actually also have the other one. Let me grab that real quick. The Style section, which is a new shade. Let me just grab it for comparison. So Style section versus This Just In. I'll show you in the camera. This is Style section, and this one is This Just In. Right? Honestly, they look so similar. And then even on swatch, I mean, these don't have like a huge base pigment, so I feel like a swatch is not really going to tell you anything. But it's more bright, you know. It's more bright on the face. Let me build these up so you see if it'll show on camera. I was kind of hoping that I would like Style section more, but so I don't like sparkles on my face, right? And Style section has more sparkles, but as you can see, they look translucent. They look almost the same. It's just that This Just In, oh yeah, let's get the camera. Okay, This Just In has less sparkles, and then Style section has more sparkles, like micro shimmers is what they call it, right? So for that reason, I don't like it. Plus it shows up brighter on the face, and I just want to look like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to look like me and perfected. I don't want to look all overdone. I just want to look like, wow, she has really good skincare, you know? Good skincare routine. So let me do that. Today's highlight is just in. Here we go. I'm just gonna take my finger and pop it on because why not? Let's just see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna put some right here. Pretty. See, it gives like a natural glow. You see that? Now it looks like good skincare. Yeah. Not that, you know, I think on camera my face looks more glowy than it is, but let me pop that here, and just gently kind of love that. You see it? That's good. Okay, cool. I think that's pretty. Okay, so let me finish my mascara because off camera, I feel like doing mascara like this, you know, it's just like not cute. So let me do that off camera and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, so here's the finished look. I did my mascara with the Kosas Soulgazer mascara. I think that this is a pretty okay product. I mean, it doesn't smudge or it doesn't flake, so that's great. I use it every day during the week, and then on the weekends I'll use like my Tarte tubing mascara or something else that gives me more volume. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it, but I will say that I have noticed that my lashes look really healthy, and that when I use my other mascaras, my lashes look a little bit more full than they did. So I don't know if this mascara is actually helping with the health of my lashes, but I'll keep using it till it runs out and then I'll decide if I would purchase it or not. On my lips, I have the Farah Hamidi lip liner, and I have the new Westman Atelier Hydro Beam lipsticks. I'm wearing shade Bob and shade Juice, and then here they are. If you'd like to see the swatches, you've got, let's see, Juice, and Juice is the pinkier one, and then Bob is the brownie tone one. So I just wanted to get one of each tone so I could use them. But I like to layer them, so Bob on the outside, Juice in the middle. But these are really nice. I didn't think that they were going to be this nice, but on the lips they feel like a lip balm. They're very hydrating. They last a really long time. Like, it doesn't just wear away. Like, even after I eat, I'll still have it on for a balm. That's rare. So I do think those are actually worth the price. I got them during the Sephora sale, so there's that. But overall, I really like how my makeup turned out. Very hydrated, very dewy, very everyday, easy, fast. It just took a little longer because I was talking, but otherwise, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a view from a natural light, and then I'm going to redo the swatches just in case you hated my swatches, and I'll work on it. I'm so sorry. I'll redo the swatches in natural light so you can see. All right, so the first swatch is the Westman Atelier lipstick in Juice. Next to that is Pop. Then I have swatched the bronzer, Creal Bronzer shade 2.0. You can see it's like a brown neutral shade. You got the blush in shade Sunshine. Next to that, I have the highlighter in This Just In, and then on the right of that, I have style section, and it's really hard to capture, but style section has like micro shimmers by comparison. And then the two concealers in shade 3.0 and then 3.25, and you can see the 3.25 is more golden, 3.0 is a little bit more peachy pink. All right, there they are. All right, I hope you enjoyed this kind of casual get ready with me. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.